Tonight on the News at 10, two Alabama residents are preparing to walk the red carpet for their Hollywood debut. We have an exclusive sneak peek of their film. And a group of Tuscaloosa residents speak out against a proposed apartment complex along Hargrove Road. Hear what they had to say. Richard.
Yeah, John, coming up at home team weather, still very mild on this Monday night. 75 in Tuscaloosa, 72 back in Pickens County and Reform. How long is this warm air going to stick around? And how about your weekend forecast? Weather is coming up.
Plus, a decision has been made regarding the new building codes in the city of Tuscaloosa. Find out how they may affect you. The news begins now.
You're watching Alabama's WVUA News at 10.
And good evening, everyone. I'm John Huddleston. We begin tonight with a developing story. At this hour, firefighters in Tuscaloosa County continue to battle a wildfire. Brookwood fire officials confirmed they are still working to put out a 35-acre blaze off Camp Cherry Austin Road. Now, officials say the original call came in about 3:30 this afternoon, and while firefighters tell us the fire is under control right now, crews have been firefighting all evening. Nearby residents say they have seen smoke in the area all day. WVUA has a crew on the scene. We will bring you details as they become available to us, and of course, much more coverage tomorrow afternoon of the news at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Meanwhile, many big stories coming from Tuscaloosa City Hall tonight, and we will start with a debate over the use of land near the intersection of Hargrove Road and 2nd Avenue. Local businessman Stan Pate brought his ideas to the Tuscaloosa Planning Commission, but he was faced with a barrage of opposition. WVUA's Travis Leader tells us what the debate centers around.
The masses came to City Hall to raise their hands in objection to a proposed apartment complex near the corner of 2nd Avenue and Hargrove Road.
We did not want a high-density student apartment complex in our backyard, and we have not changed our minds since November.
Land developer Stan Pate is behind the proposed plan and says students still need a place to stay.
Look at the quality of the apartment houses that are, or the student housing that's out there, and students are going to and are seeking a high-quality project.
Some residents say students aren't the problem. The location is.
This particular place, the density of it is the issue. And anybody that drives Hargrove and Hackberry on a daily basis knows what I'm talking about.
But Pate says he will personally help finance road improvements.
I will pay for $75,000 worth of either the traffic circle that has been contemplated, been shown on drawings north on 2nd, or whatever improvement they might want.
Nearby neighbors also say it will disrupt the flow of architecture in the city.
Think about the young single mother that's there that bought a house thinking that she was going to have a quality of life of a neighborhood, and suddenly you have 4 stories towering over you.
Payton says the proposed plan would be a top-notch property.
It will be in a comprehensive fashion with an absolute commitment to maintain it, secure it, and operate it professionally.
Despite Pate's persistence with the Planning Commission, the members voted 4-1 against recommending the project to the City Council. Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Travis Leader, WVUA News.
And the plan is still subject to a vote from the Tuscaloosa City Council, and although the project did not get the recommendation of the Planning Commission, the lone yes vote came from Tuscaloosa City Council member Bobby Howard. Also tonight, the Tuscaloosa Planning and Zoning Commission discussed implementing new building codes for the city of Tuscaloosa. As part of the Tuscaloosa Forward Plan, the city wants to implement a new minimum minerals plan. The plan would require detached single-family structures be built with brick instead of vinyl. However, many contractors and residents are speaking out against the proposal. They say it is estimated the new codes would raise building costs from $3,500 to $10,000. Those against the plan say it would make newly built houses unaffordable to families. And Tuscaloosa Mayor Walt Maddox unveiled a list of planned upgrades for the city today, everything from renovating roadways to creating a new police precinct. And there is a hefty price tag associated with the project, but Maddox will contend that is minuscule to what will be gained. Tuscaloosa city leaders will vote on a $5 million proposal Tuesday night that will set aside money for 17 different projects around town. Mayor Maddox says the city has the money for the improvements and will have enough left over to put some back in the bank.
I think it's important to highlight, number one, is that the city, despite all the challenges of the past 2 years, was able to create a $5 million surplus. And secondly, to put that surplus back both $4 million into the community and $1 million back to repay our reserves shows a strong commitment to the city and moving forward.
Moving forward is what some downtown businesses want to see. And for Chuck's Fish, a local Tuscaloosa business of 6 years, renovations to parking is #1 on their wish list.
We don't have a lot of parking spots. It's downtown. We have around 15 in front of our building, and given the amount of time, there could be the number of places next to us are using those parking spots. So it really limits us on how many parking spaces or how many spots we have for our customers. We don't even have really some allocated for ourselves.
Maddox says he wants to increase downtown parking and is hoping to allot $350,000 to the project. Downtown business owners hope every dime of the earmarked money will actually be used.
I think that sometimes when you get you get money and then it starts to go into different areas and different projects, side projects. Well, this needs to be done. Well, the streets need to be repaved, and so I really hope that when they get this money, it does solely go to this parking issue. And I think that if ultimately we look at it and say, do we increase parking spots? Did we, are we generating more people? Are we allowing more people to be able to park in downtown?
In addition to the parking improvement, 2 more projects the mayor wants to work on are to convert a former bank building to a new police precinct and to make improvements to Loop Road. Maddox says he believes construction can begin immediately if the board approves his proposal. And sad news to report tonight, the death toll from the April 27th tornado has risen yet again. City officials have officially moved 1 more person to that list. 87-year-old Hope Hamilton died October 6th from injuries sustained during the storm. The addition of Hamilton brings the total number of tornado-related deaths to 53. On your home team health watch tonight, 'tis the season to be sneezing. Spring temperatures are on the rise, and so is the pollen count. WVUA's Winnie Wright has more on how you can keep the sniffles at bay.
Almost everywhere you look, you see that yellow, powdery pollen covering plants and cars. It's easy to see, allergy season is in full swing, and it has many across West Alabama looking for relief. University of Alabama students returned to campus after spring break to find their cars covered in pollen and their heads aching.
Well, today I walked outside and I feel that my nose is definitely a little stuffed up. My head feels congested, and it's definitely from the pollen. As soon as I got back from spring break, I definitely felt a difference in my sinuses.
It makes it hard to get up in the morning because your eyes are swollen and your nose is running. It's just kind of hard to breathe. So, I mean, I've noticed a lot of a difference.
If you're like many Americans, then trees like these can cause you to have seasonal allergies. But luckily, there are ways to get relief. Mary Freeman, a nurse at the UA Student Health Center Allergy Clinic, says everyone has different allergies and reactions, but there are ways to help with symptoms.
I wouldn't open your doors and windows to leave them open and things like that at this time with the pollen blowing in and with the air purifiers, and a lot of people will use even a humidifier or something like that also.
Freeman says a lot of allergy-related issues are seasonal, which means you can simply take an antihistamine to relieve symptoms, but not before seeing a doctor. Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Winnie Wright, WVUA News.
And health experts say there are several other symptoms of allergies to watch out for. They are itching in the nose, mouth, throat, and eyes, sneezing, stuffy nose, dark circles under your eyes. And if you want to avoid allergy triggers, one simple thing you can do is to take a shower after you come indoors. That will help remove pollen from your hair and hopefully cut down on symptoms. And flowers are not the only thing that have sprung up this spring. Gas prices are on the rise yet again. The average price of a gallon is now $3.65, a 7-cent jump within the span of a week. And the worst part of it is economic experts predict the prices will get worse before they get better. However, your home team wants to help you ease the pain at the pump. We are on the lookout for cheap gas like the Raceway gas station on 15th Street that is still selling a regular gallon of unleaded for $3.54.9. If you see low gas prices, call the WVUA Pump Patrol hotline. That number 205-523-5001. Of course, you can always choose a mode of transportation that doesn't require fuel. Hundreds of cyclists from all over the country will be making their way to Tuscaloosa this weekend for the 6th annual Tour de Tuscaloosa. All the excitement starts this Saturday and will run through Sunday. Officials say there are some changes, including a new finish line for the Lake Lurleen Road Race, which is for the Alabama State Championship. Officials say they are offering an $18,000 purse this year. Last year, around 400 cyclists, professionals, and amateurs participated in the event. For more information about the tour, just go to WVUATV.com and click on numbers and links. And the Druid City Art Festival kicked off today in Tuscaloosa. It's a week-long celebration. Organizers say the event includes spoken word, visual arts, theater, and live music. The events are taking place on UA and Stillman campuses Friday night. There will be a music crawl and Saturday and Arts Fest in downtown Tuscaloosa. This is the third year for the Druid City Arts Festival. And another story from the world of fine arts. The state of Alabama is making its mark on the big screen this week. Two Birmingham natives, John and Andy Irwin, bring their passion for film back to their home state with the production of October Baby. WVUA's Jennifer Edwards with their story.
John and I, born and raised in Alabama.
I was born and raised in the deep south, Dothan, Alabama, which is right on the border of Florida.
Lead actress Rachel Hendricks and co-director Andy Irwin say their ties to Alabama is what makes this nationwide premiere so special.
Knowing that we filmed the entire movie, like from beginning to end, is in Alabama. And it really celebrates the state and it celebrates where it comes from. Like, it's really cool to be a part of that.
October Baby was filmed all over Alabama in places like the Alabama Theater in Birmingham, Dauphin Island, and Mobile.
It's absolutely kind of the hidden gem of the South, and we're excited to show that off.
October Baby is about a 19-year-old girl who discovers she is adopted because she is a survivor of an abortion and her journey to find answers.
I didn't really even know the words abortion and survivor could go together, but there are a lot of them out there. Our goal is not to throw stones. Our goal is not to condemn or make people feel rejected. Our goal is to extend maybe grace to people that have been affected by this issue on all sides.
It's not what you expect. It's a very uniquely told story with a lot of interesting and funny plot twists.
Irwin says the entire cast and crew of October Baby is excited to see what the movie will do for the people of Alabama, as well as the impact it will have on those who see it.
You look at what The Help did for Mississippi, from entertainment to forgiveness. We want people to engage with October Baby and just experience it. Have fun and enjoy it as a movie, and whatever you take away is up to you.
Reporting in Birmingham, Jennifer Edwards, WVUA News.
And Irwin told WVUA October Baby will premiere Friday, March 23rd in over 400 theaters nationwide. Irwin says Governor Bentley has declared March 23rd as October Baby Day. And we have much more coming up tonight on WVUA News at 10 o'clock. The University of Alabama is receiving national recognition, but this time it's not in athletics. Richard.
John, coming up in home team weather, temps are staying mild out there this evening. 71 in Tuscaloosa, 73 back in Birmingham, but any cooler air back in the forecast. What about the rain chances? Weather is coming up.
And with spring break over, the Crimson Tide football players went back to work on Monday. Gary Harris will have a full report later in Alabama's home team sports.